Hey guys, we're back. It's John.
Hey, it's Paul.
And it's What If Geeks, and there's no Eric.
I know.
He's the invisible man. It's kind of apropos for... This is the first Halloween episode.
I did it again.
You did. Paul loves the Twilight Zone.
I do, apparently.
It's his go-to. If any of my impersonations were ever good, I would start the thing off with Dracula or some shit.
Right.
Welcome to... some dumb shit like that.
I just do Frankenstein voice.
That's how I'm going to open the next one.
It feels weird recording without Eric.
I know, it really does.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Sorry, Eric.
Hey, Eric.
Hi.
Eric's in out of the country. Yes.
Das Boot.
Das Boot. Drinking warm beer.
Yeah.
Drink one for us.
Hey, I am. I mean, yeah. Go ahead. So, this is now, September 17th. Last Friday, just to give you guys a quick rundown, at least two of our wives were out on a girls' cruise, so we decided we're all going to get together with the kids and let them go in the pool, and we're going to hang out and brainstorm a little bit, because we are in pretty much knee-deep now in my favorite time of year, and it's Halloween. I love Halloween. And I've drawn inspiration from all the different podcasts and stuff and shows that I listen to and watch for trying to get ideas for different Halloween and horror movie type of shows that we can do. There's we do our movie reviews or whatever, but I wanted to do Halloween centric ones leading up to Halloween. But I wanted you guys to maybe rein me in because I'll do it for 5 months. So
starting in May.
Yeah, so we started looking at them and you weren't really much of a help because you're once you organize the calendar, and you're we could actually start it next week while Eric's gone. I'm
right.
We'll be in the middle of September, so but it's cool for me. I like it, so fuck it, I'm good.
Stores have had their Halloween stuff out for a month already, so
yeah,
totally
so
fine.
We're catching up. We're playing
and pumpkin spice everything now is knee deep everywhere.
Yeah, you basic bitches.
Yeah,
that goes out to my siblings. How's that? So when you finally listen to this and you catch up, you basic bitches.
That's right.
It's okay. I tell them that online all the time. They'll be like, pumpkin spice,
but
whatever.
it's all the pumpkin spice.
If you lean into your headset, we are fragranted with pumpkin spice.
That's
so
right.
There you go. This is the pumpkin spice episode. Be damned if that's not gonna be the title. We're pumpkin spice bitches.
The pumpkin spice boys.
Oh God. So we are starting our history or our Halloween episodes for the rest of the season up to Halloween. And we'll kind of give a rundown of... We already kind of quickly went over a rundown. We have not released it. That was supposed to be our intro.
That's right. It still can be.
So it can be. You might have already heard us saying all this, so this is going to be a moot point. So I forgot all about it because we were hanging out drinking and whatever. But today we are doing the history of Halloween and kind of what puts us in the Halloween spirit, which for me it's just waking up. But my whole life is a horror movie, so fuck it. So we figured and ironically we said we can do a history of Halloween, kind of and I envisioned we can do a basic true history, kind of where Halloween started, whatever, and then maybe we can go into Halloween growing up, our history with Halloween, so dabble in that a little bit, kind of like we did the cartoons we watched or whatever, just me trick-or-treating in New York, whatever kind of shit. And then we can kind of go into the whole Halloween spirit. And then I started writing something for the show, and Eric laughed at me on our messenger and said, you went History Channel. And I'm like, I literally went to the History Channel. And then Paul sent me an article, and it was from the fucking History Channel.
Yep.
It was just, we were all looking at the same damn article first, starting this thing off. So, thanks to the History Channel.
That's right.
If you've read this article, you're gonna hear a lot of shit you already know. So, would you like to start us off here?
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah. So, a little history of Halloween. A lot of people, I think, know sort of the basics, right? Pagan holiday, All Hallows Eve, that thing. But
yeah,
it originated.
Christians hate it. Oh.
Yeah, it originated with the ancient Celtic festival of Samhain. Samhain, when people would light bonfires and wear costumes to ward off ghosts. And then in the 8th century, Pope Gregory III designated November 1st as a time to honor All Saints. And then so that became All Saints' Day. Therefore, the night before was known as All Hallows Eve, later Halloween.
Yeah, and that started to incorporate some of the traditions from Samhain.
Correct.
Samhain, whatever. Yeah. Which was lighting bonfires and wearing costumes, and that kind of shit. So, yeah, the next paragraph that I wrote on my own.
It's spelled Samhain, but apparently later in the article it says pronounced Soin.
Soin. Okay, to all you Wiccan and people that really, really love Halloween, apparently more than I do, I'm sorry.
That's right.
I was pronouncing it Samhain. Soin?
Soin, yeah.
Okay, so they must have learned English.
Even though it's spelled Samhain, it's pronounced Soin, which makes perfect sense.
Yeah. So. Okay. Sure, whatever. Soin.
The day marked the end of summer and the harvest, and the beginning of dark, cold wintertime, a time of year that was often associated with human deaths. The Celts believed that on the night before the new year, the boundary between the worlds of the living and dead became blurred. On the night of October 31st, they celebrated Samhain, when it was believed that the ghosts of the dead returned to Earth.
Yeah, which is exactly what the Christians didn't like about it. While I was reading that article, I was reminded of it because I learned about it, growing up. Because I was Roman Catholic growing up.
Right.
We still trick-or-treated because,
because it's free candy.
Yeah,
right.
Duh. But they did mention that whole, in Christian religion or whatever, in that belief, ghosts don't feel anything. They're not, they're in the afterlife. They don't. It's got nothing to do with anything on Earth, so they don't know anything of Earth anymore or whatever. Something like that in that article, and which is why they have such a big problem with it. And it's got to do with your dealing with ghosts and demons and stuff. And they're like, no, it's a big no-no. You can't do that.
Yeah, as a Christian, it's a very demonic centered. It's not even a holiday. It's hard to describe what Halloween really is. It's a candy festival.
Yeah.
But
what's the old John Petit joke? You knock on the door and they give you candy.
Yeah.
It doesn't work any other time of the year.
Right.
I've tried.
Right. But yeah, look, my wife and I are Christians. We're raising our kids as Christians. We take them trick or treating. We're going to go downtown to the thing that they have downtown here every year and go get candy. We don't really do the whole devil thing at our house. We don't, have ghouls and goblins and all that stuff. But our kids love getting a costume, and they love dressing up, and they love trick or treating, and they love candy. Yeah. So
the fun part of it, not the scary part.
Correct.
Yeah, you kid almost
so
shot
that's what
himself on the haunted mansion.
Oh yeah, he almost had a. I don't know if we recorded this part, but we took.
We've talked about it a couple times. I feel like we have, but
I think we have.
I think maybe we haven't released it yet. Who knows?
Yeah, we took our families to Disney, and we went on the Haunted Mansion ride, and it's a pretty tame Disneyized version of a haunted house, and the ghosts sing at the end and things like that. And my son almost had a conniption heart attack, spaz out. He did not want to get on that ride. I talked him into it and held his hand essentially the entire way. He's 8, just turned 8. And
the people at the end of the ride handed Paul a Father of the Year award.
He was scared. And then to make matters worse, as the ride went on, it stopped. The ride stopped.
In the middle of the fucking graveyard.
Yeah.
The darkest part of the damn ride.
Yep, it stopped.
Shit jumping out of the graves and
every time, literally every time we go to Magic Kingdom, he's like, but Daddy, we're not going on the Haunted Mansion, right? Yes, Coleman, we do not have to go on Haunted Mansion. Okay, just making sure. And then we get there. We're not going on Haunted Mansion, right? Okay. And as we go through Frontierland, as we walk near it, Daddy, we're not going on Haunted Mansion, right? Yeah, that's fine. We don't have to go on Haunted Mansion. Okay.
Oh, man. I'm so sorry we traumatized you, kid, for life.
Nah, he'll be right.
Eventually.
Yeah.
So now where are we? Are we up to the 19th century yet here in the States? Or
let's see. By 43 AD, the Roman Empire had conquered the majority of the Celtic territory. And so then the two festivals, in the course of the 400 years that they ruled the Celtic land, two festivals of Roman origin were combined with the traditional Celtic celebration of Samhain. The first was Feralia, a day in late October, when the Romans traditionally commemorated the passing of the dead. So you got that blend comes together. And then...
Yeah, because it's a huge mishmash of a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah.
There you go. Now you get to sign into History Channel.
Right.
Good job.
And then it gets to America, and...
I can tell you.
Yeah, hit it.
Yeah, if you love Halloween as much as I do, you can thank all my Irish ancestors. The Irish immigrants to the United States raised the holiday's popularity immensely during the 19th century. And as it continues to rise in popularity, through the 20th century, major traditions like pumpkin carving and trick-or-treating became standard not only in the neighborhoods around the country, but like in TV shows, books, and movies. And that's going to be touched on later when we talk about some of the shit that puts us in the Halloween spirit. Maybe it would have been good to have the music playing in the background. We were dabbling around. We were playing around with Halloween music on my phone in the that fourth speaker port that we have now. And, of course, I unplugged my phone because I was like, we'll mess with it for the next one. We'll just sit here and talk.
It says,
no, we won't.
Talks about by the 1920s and 1930s, Halloween had become a sort of less religious, more secular, but community-centered holiday with parades and town-wide Halloween parties. Despite the best efforts of many schools and communities, vandalism began to plague some celebrations and communities during this time. And so this leads to a conversation that I don't think happens anymore. But did this happen when you were a kid? The day before Halloween was Mischief Night?
Yeah. Well, yes, and then back in Staten Island, they had I guess it was the night before, and these kids, because they were a bunch of hooligans anyway.
Right.
It was the kids that were just too old to go trick-or-treating, so the night before they would go run around doing shit, and then on Halloween night, like once they stopped trick-or-treating, or once it started to get dark out, these kids would be back out there messing around doing stuff, like throwing eggs and shaving cream and shit.
Yeah. So when I grew up in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, the night before was Mischief Night, and that's the night with toilet paper and eggs and shaving cream and the whole thing. It was always sort of the quote-unquote big kids, right, because I was little. And so the big kids were out causing trouble, and then you see them the next night. The kids that are just a little bit too old to go, they're not wearing a costume.
Yeah.
Still begging for candy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I love those guys. They get, the bottom of the barrel candy for me if they come around.
Yeah.
As long as they give me a trick-or-treat, I'm like, you're going to get something.
Right.
But you're going to get, you're lucky I ain't giving you broccoli.
You're not getting the good stuff.
No, you're getting shit.
Yeah.
And I think that that'll be part of our tiered or our level up candy thing.
Oh, yeah, when the candy battle happens.
We'll do the candy discussion. Because we're going to be leveling up candy. I'm using leveling up because that's your your handle.
Yeah, it's my Instagram and my Twitter handle.
Yeah, so I'm like, I'm looking for, unique If Geeks names for shit like that. So we're one of the places I robbed half of some of these ideas from were they tier things, so it's tier 1, tier 2, whatever.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to straight up just rip that off, although I'm sure there are plenty of shows that do it. Trying to come up with our own shit, and I guess leveling it just seemed like all right, well, it's close enough, same thing. It's kind of, at least it's got something to do with you. So
there are definitely levels of Halloween candy, and then so we'll have that conversation in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Also looking forward to the NCAA tournament style of monsters.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to do that. Awesome. We were talking about that at work, and they were like, "Shut up!" I'm like, "Yeah." So yeah, I came up with the idea. Well, I kind of ripped it off again from somebody else. Lovingly, it's an homage. It's an homage to all the stuff that I listen to. Yeah. I come up with these different ideas, and we'll put our own little spin on things as we go. But we're doing an NCAA bracket type of tournament between all the monsters, be it Pennywise and Freddy Krueger to Dracula and the creature of the Black Lagoon, whatever. Yeah. We're going to get a whole bunch of them. We're going to have to sit down and come up with a really good list. And then the three of us are going to argue them out. Yep. And that's how they're going to win. And that way there's no ties because there's three of us. So at least someone's going forward until we get a King of Monsters.
That's right.
So, and I don't think it's going to be Godzilla this time. So, yeah. So, anything else interesting in the... Oh, you know what? While you're looking through that, I can tell this quick little story about my father, because you mentioned Mischief Night. My father was a cop in Brooklyn, and he and his partner, this was before they both made detective, right? They were driving around, or maybe they just made it, I don't know. But it was Halloween night, Mischief Night, whatever it was. They were driving around in Brooklyn, and they came across a bunch of kids with, and I mean, like, an obscene amount of cartons of eggs. And so they pulled up, like, what are you guys doing? You know? So they basically just, like, kind of chased them off, confiscated the eggs, right? They went around the corner and came back around with their car to whatever alley these kids were hanging out in, opened the back of the car, and pelted these fucking kids with their own eggs.
That is awesome.
So yeah, since it's been like 30 fucking years, and he's passed away long since then. I'm pretty sure the statute of limitations on police brutality is gone.
Yeah,
but yeah, that was funny.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I got a handful of those stories from my family about him. That was just like crazy, the dumb shit he used to do.
That's a great story.
Yeah, they fucking abuse the hell out of these kids with their own eggs. They're like, watch this shit,
right?
So yeah.
Yeah, so the rest of this history of Halloween talks about how Halloween's something that really kind of brought communities together in a weird way. That between the 1920 and 1950, the centuries-old practice of trick-or-treating was also revived. Trick-or-treating was a relatively inexpensive way for an entire community to share in the Halloween celebration. In theory, families could also prevent tricks being played on them by providing the neighborhood children with small treats. Thus, a new American tradition was born and has continued to grow. Today, Americans spend an estimated $6 billion annually on Halloween, making it the country's second largest commercial holiday after Christmas.
Yeah.
And I know in some neighborhoods, I'm sure it happens here, it happens in my neighborhood and in other neighborhoods we've trick-or-treated in, like, people will sit in the driveway and have like a big card table out and, having some wine or some beers and... Right, there's what at the end of the driveway is where the candy is, and you're hanging out, and the yard's decorated, and right, people are out on the block.
Yeah, it happens here normally.
Hanging out,
and some of these little side topics we're going to wind up repeating when we do like the candy episode or whatever. When we do the monster fights, and then we go ahead and we start talking about like our favorite monster movies or whatever. You're going to hear a lot of these little personal anecdotes a lot. So tough shit. I have noticed one podcast that I listen to, you get the same stories over and over sometimes. And I'm like, like every once in a while, like they'll tell the same stories. And I'm like, at least I don't feel so bad. You don't have that much material to work with sometimes. But we do it here where, and we kind of trade off like every year. Typically, we've done 2 years in my driveway and 1 year down the street, and there'll just be like 3 or 4 houses. Whoever's not at their house just shuts the light off, Yeah. We hang out in my driveway, we play music, like I'm not playing now, and we just kind of hang out, and like everything's decorated. The kids come around, and the whole neighborhood. It's cool here. I like it here. Well, one because I'm home, and I can just go in my garage get another beer. But otherwise, now I got to bring in the cooler. Right. And, oh my god! But you can see, like I live on a corner, so you can see everybody coming on both sides. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool.
It's different here in the South, especially in Florida, because it's still hot, right? Yeah. It's the middle of September, but it's not going to be much better at the end of October. It's still hot.
Yeah.
And we didn't have that when we lived up north, right? You have that, and we'll talk about this in a second. But so now you're out. It's still hot. Even though it's night, it's hot, and there's still mosquitoes. And so you've got to make those preparations.
Oh, yeah. I was spraying the hell out of myself 2 years ago. And, like, my neighbor was, like, smacking me. I'm like, I don't know to thank you or to charge you with assault.
Your ass,
Stop!
Right.
Let him eat me. I don't care anymore.
But buggy as hell and still hot. So you've got to make those preparations and bring extra beers and extra ice and extra stuff. But as kids growing up, you had this problem. Like you get that. I had a lot of those costumes in the box, right? Like my mom didn't make my costume most times. You get the Batman costume with that weird plastic stuff that I don't know if it ever caught on fire, if it was actually flame retardant or melts to your skin.
I'm pretty sure it would melt to you. Yeah. You could just see.
So you had that plasticky costume with the mask with the rubber band. Yeah.
That you would sweat in that mask and it would pool in the bottom of the face.
Yeah, the chin thing. Your chin. Yeah. And you couldn't really see out of it. Like you had no peripheral vision at all.
Not at all. You barely had front vision.
Yeah. But it was cold. Right, so now
you're over your jacket,
right, and so now you're in the costume, and you either have to wear it over the jacket, so get a really big one, or you have to put your jacket on over it. And your mom's like, and you're like, "Come on, this is ruining my costume." Like, I don't care, it's cold outside.
20 degrees outside, you're gonna wear it.
Yeah,
Batman doesn't wear a jacket, Mom.
Right. And so you wear it until you get out of like eye shot of your parents. Because every year since my kids have trick or treated, we have gone with them.
Yeah.
As a kid, my parents never went with me.
Mine went with us.
I don't think mine ever went.
But they were always at least within like 2 or 3 houses. They could see us. and then say, okay, slow down, wait for us to catch up, whatever. Then there'd be like 2 or 3 moms that were walking with a whole group of the kids. Not every mom went, but there was at least a couple of people to chaperone because we did have a big enough area where it was like, your kid's going to get lost. Staten Island, was where we lived, was quieter than like a lot of people think of New York City.
Yeah.
It's a suburb, but not as quiet as here, so it was still that little, I don't want them getting hit by a car or whatever. They can't see where they're going.
We didn't do subdivisions the way, every town in Florida is organized by a subdivision.
Yeah.
Right?
And we had like city blocks.
Right, you had city blocks.
Yeah.
So you'd be like a block or 2 over. But I don't remember, maybe somebody's parents went with us, but I don't remember there being as many adults as there are now with every kid.
Yeah. Now it's like whole families go out. Like,
right.
What'll happen is like Heather will take Noah out, and maybe she'll go with like 2 of the other moms. So there'll be a group of kids with them, and they'll go, and I'll hang out with some of the dads or whatever, and we'll sit around and give out candy, whatever. Yeah. Not this year. We're going to be on a cruise, so stand by for that.
So now, how does this work on the cruise? Is there going to be trick or treating on the cruise? Is it a Halloween cruise?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a Disney cruise. We live on the 27th, so we are recording obviously early. We already discussed this. We're going to record a couple episodes. In our main Halloween episode, I'm just going to leave like my laptop with you or Eric, and you guys can just drop. Well, yeah, it'll all be submitted. It'll be edited and on Spreaker. All you got to do is go on and no, you know what? No, you don't even have to do that because I can just post it to
remotely.
Yeah, I don't even have to do that. I can set it so that it'll drop on that day. So but that one will not be live, and I'm sure we'll come up with a lot of bullshit on that one. But yeah, the Disney cruise we're going on. We live on the 27th, which is funny because the 26th is our neighborhood Halloween party. So we're all going to hang out and do whatever, and then get up and drive over to the port, get on the ship. On there's on Facebook, just like everything else, they have like little groups that you can get involved with, and there's one for that specific cruise. And then on that cruise, there's somebody that's organizing trick-or-treating like by sections.
Oh.
So there'll be like 15 to 20 families in this section, and okay, and they'll give you the room numbers that you can go trick-or-treating to, So, and then you just bring enough candy for like 20 kids, whatever. It's all, they give you a list, So it's that kind of shit.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, so you can still trick-or-treat on the ship. And then, of course, they have like the Halloween parties, and the ship actually conducts some trick-or-treating for the kids or whatever. But the whole ship is decked out for Halloween.
Right.
And again, I'm still looking forward to the rumor that Heather and I heard was when you go for Halloween, it's a 6-day cruise that we're going on. And then somewhere like right after Halloween, when you pull into their Castaway Cay, while you're out on the island hanging out, they convert the ship from Halloween to Christmas. And you get back on, and it's all decorated for Christmas.
Oh, that's funny.
Now you're in November.
That's funny.
So they immediately like that.
Right.
And knowing Disney as well as we know Disney, they can do it in like a matter of 5 minutes.
Sure.
Everything's just done. Like
you just push a button and all
flips around like fucking the old Spider-Man and
his amazing friends, right?
Yeah. It just flips
from
Halloween to Christmas. But so they'll do shit like that. Supposedly is what we've heard. So I'm looking forward to it. If they do that, I'll write something for the website and I'll post pictures and shit of it. Like leaving and then coming back.
Right, that's awesome.
So that'd be kind of cool. So yeah, so Noah gets to trick or treat on the ship. So it'll be a unique experience. So
yeah, very cool.
So yes, trick or treating in Staten Island. So yes, we're kind of like already falling into what puts you in the Halloween spirit. If we come up with anything else from Halloween history, because I guess it kind of like this is Halloween history and Halloween spirit at the same time, because it's our history now that we're getting into.
Yeah,
like Staten Island was like, oh god, I want to say like maybe 40 houses on a street.
Yeah,
because it was a split family.
Yeah,
and probably more, but yeah, about I'd say 40 to be conservative. And then like 3 blocks one, like I lived on a street. I was in the dead center of the middle block of a 3-block avenue, so there was like 100 and something houses there, and we would try to hit every one of them.
Yeah.
And then we would go around the corner and kind of, So our parents would help us figure out our route, So we covered everything in our own little neighborhood, and then as we got older and our legs could carry us further, we would go beyond that, and we wanted, our parents were like, do you want to go over to Jefferson Avenue? Yeah, okay. So we'll go over there and hit all those houses, whatever, Yeah, I can remember coming home with some
I would come up with like a pillowcase full of candy.
Yeah. And that was the way to do it. If you did the thing right, and this will be repeated again in the candy thing, if you're going to trick or treat right, you take the damn pillowcase.
Yeah.
Forget the plastic pumpkin.
I want the plastic pumpkin. That's not enough room.
No.
The bag with the handle, not going to work.
Yeah.
Pillowcase.
Mm-hmm. I had to have the pillowcase.
Yep.
And the other thing, outside of the mask would come off within 10 houses.
Yeah.
And then you didn't have the mask on anymore.
Because also, it as you mentioned,
you couldn't breathe through this little slit.
The slit for your nose was not enough, and the slit for your mouth was not enough. So your breath would condense in the thing, and it would get hot and drip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was because now that you mention it, it's more it's breath condensation than it is sweat.
Yeah.
Some of it was too. It was just mixed together, but it would pool in the little chin thing of this thing, and if you go to take the mask off, it's like dripping. And so finally, you're just like, I'm done. And like someone's mom is carrying like 3 masks. You know?
Or you'd put it up on your head, and then you wouldn't put it down till you got to the door. Like
just
before you rang the bell or knocked on the door, you'd like put the mask back down. Yeah. Knock, knock, knock. Yeah. And then you'd leave and you put the thing back up.
Yeah, costumes nowadays are so much freaking better.
Yeah.
I'm going to buy one of those for my kid just to piss him off.
Do they still make those?
I'm sure they do somewhere. You can find one.
Yeah.
Like an old school, like go to Party City or some shit, and you can find like a retro costume.
The Party City costumes now
eBay.
are like
Go to eBay.
So, and I feel like those things were like, I don't know, $5 or $6 back then, right? Where now you're looking at a Party City costume that is like almost made to order. The thing's like $50 for your kid to be, Batman or Superman or Power Ranger or something like that.
Yeah, after he's done trick or treat, he's going to legit go fight fucking crime.
Correct. Right, because it's decked out. Yeah.
I don't need my 7-year-old to be wandering around with a fucking batarang.
Right.
Why? It's real. No, it's metal, dude. What are you doing?
Right. Well, it's $95. Of course, it's real. Yeah, we had to make it legit.
I didn't even know they can make a grappling hook for a 7-year-old.
Right.
Grapple gun. Oh, yeah, they're realistic now.
Yeah, but they're super expensive.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Yeah.
So now, if you got somebody who is,
and no kid today is like, the hobo where you wore like dad's suit jacket and put some dirt on your face to make this sort of weird beard, and nobody wants to be that anymore. Like you have to go get the costume.
You have to be Now, again, I see a lot of homemade costumes now. Do you remember the homemade costumes when we were kids? Nobody did like homemade crafting like become a thing after we grew up.
Yeah.
Because wow, they were bad.
Yeah. That's
back in the 80s, that shit was not good at all.
Yeah, no, the homemade costumes were like hobo or,
yeah,
like
you said,
that.
hobo or a ghost.
Right.
And they literally, there would be the kid that would walk around looking like Charlie Brown because he cut too many holes in the sheet or he did it wrong, whatever.
Yeah.
Now it would be funny because it's an homage to, or it's like a nostalgic thing where if like I sent Noah out as Charlie Brown's ghost, everybody would laugh and they'd love it.
Yeah.
But back then, people would just be like,
Klan?
what the fuck is wrong with you? Yeah, true. Yeah, he is a little pale. Never mind. That's not a good idea.
It's one of the very first, I don't know if it's first season of South Park. What's the year where it's a Halloween episode and Cartman's I want a scary ghost costume, and they do it, but then the way they cut it, it really they cut it to look like a Klan hood. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, I think it's like the first or second year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is fucking funny. Side note, if I can find this, I'm going to post it, and I'm going to trigger all you motherfuckers. Heather found this meme that was like, Halloween costumes are trick. Actually, no, it's not a meme. It's an actual article. It was a whole article about how Halloween costumes are appropriating culture.
Oh, totally.
Right? Yeah. And there was a meme that I saw, and I'll find that one. I'll post it, and it had like, it was totally a joke, like random shit, like a firefighter, and it was like people that wield axes or some shit like that. It was just something really dumb.
Yeah.
And it would like put something that could offend somebody on this particular like basic costume, and you see all these kids in these happy costumes, and it's like, if you send your kid out like this, then you're promoting this or whatever.
Yeah.
It was fucking hilarious. But there was this article about people like, you're appropriating this culture if you do this and that, whatever. And Heather was like, holy shit, I mean, really? Like,
yeah, it's a lot to work through.
Yeah, it's... The trigger mechanism is just out there. It's bad.
The year after Moana came out, they did a Halloween costume, which was Maui's, like, tattoo. The shirt had all of Maui's tattoos on it, right? All over his arms and on his chest and his back. And that was the costume, right? Along with a wig that looked...
I saw it.
And people got super pissed off, like... That's a tribal custom, and you're appropriating his skin and his culture and everything else.
It's a fucking cartoon character.
Yeah.
The kids want to be.
So last year...
I get the thing about the blackface. Okay, I get that.
Yeah.
Don't do that. That shouldn't... And apparently it's still a thing. I don't know how it's still a thing. I would think that
But that wasn't even part of the costume. It was just the hair and the
not
skin.
him. I'm just saying, like...
Correct, yes. Don't do blackface.
Right. But outside of that, like... it's legit. You know it's a cartoon character from a popular movie. There's got to be a little bit of leeway there.
Yeah.
There's no leeway with some of these people.
Yeah.
It's crazy how they get offended. Yes, I'm talking to you. Just fucking...
My daughter...
Oh, by the way, I also just watched Bill Burr's Paper Tiger, the new special that came out a week ago Monday. Oh my God, that's amazing.
I haven't seen him.
Yeah, 15 minutes in, he's calling out everybody and their mother, and he's like, by the way, this is my last special. Like, he just knows, right? But this is the kind of shit he calls out. All the shit that I'm pissed off about, yeah. And every time I open my mouth, my friends are like, did you watch Bill Burr's special yet? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, or I'll be like, no. They're like, you need to, because he's just like you.
Right.
It's true, though. Again, we always go back to we're not bad guys, or we're not like, not saying that we don't see some problems or issues with certain things, but it gets blown out of proportion. People lose their fucking minds. It's a kid's costume. Leave them the fuck alone.
Yeah.
You know?
My daughter wanted to be Moana last year. and my daughter has blonde hair and blue eyes, and I'm like, how is this going to work? Like, we are going to get in serious trouble. So we went and bought her the costume. Didn't try to do the hair. Didn't try to paint her face. She just wore the outfit that kind of looks like Moana and has the heart of the ocean in it, or the heart of Te Fiti in it, right? And that thing, and like, I was like, and I remember when I took the picture, I think Coleman was Spider-Man or something else. I forget. Oh, he was a ninja. And so
why you appropriating Asian culture?
Right.
What the fuck's wrong with you?
So when I took the picture, I'm like, there's just a lot of cultural appropriation going on here. Sorry.
This is what I mean.
There's a white ninja and a blonde-haired, blue-eyed Moana. Sorry.
Oh my God. Sorry, you guys.
I posted that
cool
on Instagram
characters.
last year. I'm like, I'm sorry.
There are a lot of cool characters out there. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, people don't want to know about, like, when you get to your adult stage and you go into Halloween costumes. I went as white Michael Vick. That was great. Wore a Michael Vick jersey and a set of handcuffs on.
Right. Oh, that's funny.
And I strung a bunch of my kids' stuffed dogs on rope around my neck. And then went the sponsors.
Yeah.
All right, there you go.
The favorite thing I've ever dressed up as is I have an actual, I rented like a real sequined Elvis jumpsuit.
Nice.
Yeah. It was like $100 at a costume rental place. But it was heavy, and it had the open sort of long V-neck, the cape, it came with the glasses, it came with the wig. It had like actual rhinestones and shit on it. It was awesome.
Came with a toilet for you to die on.
Right. Came with like a bunch of uppers and downers to make the party really good. It was, that was the favorite thing I've ever dressed as. That was awesome. And that's when I was single before I met my wife, like out downtown Orlando at the bars. And I guess as a kid, I was too young to notice this. I started to notice it in college, and then later, single guy downtown in the bars on Halloween. Every girl lets out their inner dirty girl. Well, not every girl. Most girls. Halloween is the time they cast off their repression and let out their inner dirty girl. Yeah. And like everybody is like dirty Rainbow Bright, dirty Strawberry Shortcake, dirty cheerleader, dirty umpire.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fun.
That's a good tradition. That's a good tradition. We should keep that.
Keep that one.
Keep that.
We're going to keep that.
So glad my wife doesn't listen to this.
So glad my wife doesn't give a shit about what I say. Oh my God. She just shakes her head at me. She's like, you're an idiot. Oh, shit. So, yeah. So, Let's see. Yeah, trick or treating back in Staten Island was fun.
What's the worst thing you ever got? This isn't part of the candy battle, but does anything ever stick out as like, what the F is this? Like, why would you give me this?
No, and it'll be repeated then because you're going to have to, because this is part of that conversation. But, I mean, like, toothbrushes and stuff like that. And I get it. You're trying. And that is definitely a part of that conversation when we do that show. But, come on. Just leave the kid alone for 5 minutes, You don't have to preach all the fucking time, Let him. I get it. Like, okay, your dentist would give you a toothbrush for Halloween. Cool. Sure. You're going to need this or you come to see me. Yeah. Get it. That's funny. But, the old lady 4 doors down from you?
Yeah.
Shut up.
I don't need your toothbrush, Mrs. Johnson.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I'm pretty sure you wrapped this yourself. So what were you doing with it?
A couple things that I remember, and I don't... one older lady gave us this little bag of pennies. And it had some kind of little poem in it or something. And I remember it being sort of hokey. And I'm like, penny? It was like 10 cents, right? It was a little tiny bag. It was like 10 cents worth of 10 pennies. I was like, okay, that sucks. There was one woman who gave out full caramel apples. I think she made them herself, and she wrapped them herself. And I ate it. And I'm looking back, like, first of all, if any person today gave out some kind of homemade candied apple,
people would be lynching outside their house.
First of all, you'd throw it away, and second, you'd call DCF or the police to have this person arrested, because clearly you're a psychopath. Yeah. You have to go buy your candy, period. No. Right. People used to give apples and fruit, and then, I don't know, there was some story that some nut job put a razor blade in the apple at some point. Like, I was a kid, and I remember that story.
I remember that story, too. And guess what? Look back into it. It never happened. Right. There was no confirmed case of it whatsoever. Right. Ever. But it was just a rumor, and the parents were like, whoop, nope, that was it. Cut everything,
Yep, and then your parents would look at all the candy, throw out anything sort of unwrapped or weird or fruit or whatever. Yep. And then I remember some places started, like the hospital would x-ray your candy for free if you wanted them to. Like that shit started to happen. It was around the time of the Tylenol, right? People put cyanide in the Tylenol. Yeah. It was right around there. But yeah, it's funny that everyone has that memory of reading the story or hearing about the razor blade in the apple, but no one can ever confirm that it ever happened.
Right, yeah. There's no confirmed case of it, which is weird.
Right.
But, yeah, so there you go, kids. We took our lives in our hands on Halloween.
Right. I ate that candy apple too. I never thought twice about it. And now I'm like, what was I doing?
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah. I mean, well, of course, Halloween in and of itself is fucking weird if you think about it. I mean, the fact that where the history comes from, but the fact that all year long we tell our kids, don't talk to strangers, right. Don't take anything from strangers. Halloween. Here, put on this mask and go beg for candy from everybody you don't know.
Yep. And then eat the stuff these strangers give you.
Yeah. What the fuck is it? Yeah. And then you wonder why your kids are like, I don't know about you.
I'm confused.
Yeah. Any other instruction you give them, they're just like,
And we go through this whole charade for like, honestly, if you looked at like what your kids get in candy now, $10, right? You could buy more candy for
go to Walmart,
right. Buy that giant bag. It's probably $12, and you get a ton more candy than they spend half the night going out to get.
Yeah. And now to piggyback on that, going into what puts you in the spirit of Halloween, unless you got anything else from growing up. I don't remember outside of like. Did you ever go to Halloween parties?
No.
Me either. Wow. See, what if Geeks? We didn't go to parties.
No. Not as a kid.
We went trick or treating, and then we went and
not as a kid.
Read comic books.
Like in college and beyond, when Halloween came around, that's when you went out. You got a costume. You went to a bar, did that whole thing. I've been to more Halloween parties as an adult, than ever as a kid.
I've been to a handful as an adult, and but never. You always see them in the movies,
right?
Which I guess we'll get into too. But you always see them in the movies.
Oh, we're going to a costume party.
Yeah, everyone's going to a costume party, and they're always like professional costumes that are like thousands of dollars.
We have some friends.
I think you said that, didn't you?
We have some friends that do a Halloween party every year. We've gone to for the last 3 or 4, and they do it up so big. Like they decorate their house. I mean, it's It's like a Disney production in their house.
Wow.
And they do amazing costumes for themselves. And we're like, I think last year was an 80s prom theme. I mean, she had like a vintage 80s prom
I remember
dress.
seeing your picture.
Yeah. And I was like, I wore a members only jacket and one of those tuxedo t-shirts.
Right.
I did that thing. But no, they looked amazing.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But that's what you see like on TV all the time, right?
Yeah.
So at least you know somebody who did it. Yeah, you always see these Halloween costume parties on TV, and they're always like, "Who the really? You got like makeup professionally done and shit for
Yeah.
I never saw anything like that growing up. You got all these. Like,
I didn't growing up. I do not. Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah. Which is a blast. They love that's their. I think it's their favorite holiday, along with yours.
Yeah.
Is Halloween, and so they do their Halloween party up big time.
Yeah. So as you said, I love Halloween. I get into the spirit all the time, to the point where it's funny because like as much as I love Halloween, Heather loves Christmas, right? So Christmas, we have a shit ton of decorations that is right now preventing us from doing any video because we're surrounded by it. So we have all these decorations for Christmas, and I had a bunch for Halloween, but over time they kind of wore out and got beat up. And Noah has recently taken an interest in, we should get some new Halloween decorations. And I said, okay, well, do you want to do it like, fun scary or scary scary? He's like, we should do scary scary. And then someone said something about there was a house in the front of the neighborhood that used to be the haunted house, and you can go through it, whatever, and that people moved. And Noah said, can we be the haunted house? I'm like, well, yeah, we could, but like, I don't have like, a couple $1,000s to drop right this second to like get ready for Halloween. And that was like right after Halloween last year, whatever. So at some point, I think he's gaining my love of Halloween.
Right.
Like he likes the idea of it. I don't think he's quite ready for all the scary shit sometimes because he's only 7, but he acts like he is. You know, so I see it coming. So eventually we'll have a lot more Halloween decorations out there, and we'll probably have like the whole smoke show out in the front of the house and all that other shit.
You could do where we record. We're in John's garage, and there's a lot of room in here. You could really do something cool in here, if you wanted to.
Yeah, like once we get everything up,
yeah,
and this is just our studio back here.
Yeah,
you could take all that because Heather works over there. You could take that whole front of the garage and just convert it.
Yep.
Spider webs and shit, and whatever, like the cobwebs and the bandages and shit. You see, like people kind of curtain their stuff off with like all the creepy shit.
Yeah,
we can do something like that over there too.
Now, are you guys doing Halloween Horror Nights?
We are. We're trying to figure out when we're going to do it, and that was kind of part of what puts me in the Halloween spirit. I guess I'll start it, and then you can jump on there. Like I love the fact, like I just love this time of year. Period. Like I love everything from the idea of trick or treating, even though I don't go anymore, of course. But just the whole theme of the kids going trick or treating, whatever, and getting excited for something spooky and that kind of shit. And then you get the best television and movies and shit that you get to watch. Like, and it's all like everybody's dedicated to it. Then there's the stuff that they do local. Like we just went and saw Heather and I saw It Chapter 2.
Okay.
All right, so I went into September in the mood for Halloween because we saw It Chapter 2 and it was really good. Again, I did a spoiler-free review. Go watch the damn movie. It's good. And then we went and took all the kids because we have Mika now. So we took all 4 kids because we took her friend Mia. And we all went to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party.
Right. And
we did that. So you've got that going on at Disney, and then you've got Universal Halloween Horror Nights, and my daughter wants to go do that. I'm dying to go do it because they got a bunch of new exhibits. One of them is Ghostbusters, and I've heard it looks really good. Like they kind of like go through the movie,
right? So
there'll be like some fun stuff, and then all of a sudden like some scary shit out of nowhere.
Right.
Yeah, so you'll get like comedy involved with the scares, and I haven't been there in a while, but I remember the last time like Heather and I went. It's immense, like just the amount, especially when it's dark and you got people like from the different areas start to blend in with each other because you're going from one area to another, and it's like there's no escape from from the shit that's going on, and it's really cool. So I was going to talk to you and Eric about trying to figure out maybe a time we can all go That would be cool. Like, I know Heather's, like, she's like, whatever. You know, she'll go if we have a babysitter, but she doesn't care. So she'll stay home with Noah. Mika says she wants to go. Jesse wants to go. I'm going. I think Eric said he wants to go, too. So we'll have to look at our calendars maybe next week and try to figure out when we can go soon, because it's just going to, like, everybody's calendar is getting, like, eaten up by shit.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you get that. You get, this random shit like just around Central Florida that everybody gets into. You got your local little Halloween party things that are like themed, like your hay rides and this and that. You know, there's a corn maze that's not too far from here that was really cool that we took Noah on. There was another one.
Yeah, there's a corn maze in Lake County, just not closer to me, in the Zellwood, the Long and Scott farm where they raise the Zellwood sweet corn. That corn maze is amazing.
You said Scott Farm.
Long and Scott, yeah.
Yeah, so right down the street from them is the Stanley Pond Adventure Farm.
Yep.
And Noah goes there every year, so I guess he's not really outgrowing it because it's a lot of cool stuff to do there. So the Stanley Pond Adventure Farm, if you're in the Central Florida area, look it up. We've gone. They have something for every holiday, and it's really cool. There's an older guy. I want to say his name is Bob. If I'm wrong and you ever hear this, sorry. But there's a handful of them in there, and we've spoken to the people that kind of run it, like back when Noah was doing his YouTube channel a lot, because we filmed a bunch of stuff there. So it's on his YouTube channel. So there you go. If you want an idea for what Stanley Pond Adventure Farm is, go to Ginger Snap Fun and look at Noah playing there. So it's a family-owned farm, and basically what the old man always says when he talks to people is he and his wife had this big lot of land for the farm, and they were like, well, you know, what are we going to do? Kids are grown up, whatever. And they decided to cash in their retirement and convert the farm into a place that families can go.
Yeah,
we've been. So you've been there. So they do like a little movie for each holiday. Have you gone to every holiday yet?
I don't think so.
Because we decided at one point we did every holiday. And the little movie that they show is just, you know, someone reading a book, and there's like, it looks like the page is turning on the screen there, you know. And they have like, for Halloween, you have Spooky the Square Pumpkin, and it's a whole story on the square pumpkin, right? And then there's like Mistletoe the Kitten, and this, you know, and so they have like these different stories for different holidays. When you leave there, you go to like the one little shop that they've got there where you can eat and hang out, whatever. They sell very little merchandise there because they're not about trying to make money off you outside of the admission. But they do have, like, for that movie thing, they have the book that it came from and the little stuffed animal. And, like, Noah's got all of them. Because it's like, yeah, he was like 4 when he first went.
Yeah.
4 and 5 and 6. And he, like, every time we went, he was like, I don't have Spookly. So he's got this little square pumpkin. You know, it's cool. So, it's a lot of fun for families.
Yeah.
So if you got especially a younger family, like I said, I don't want to say Noah's really outgrowing it, because there are some things in there that older kids love to do. They got on one side they've got catfishing. You know, you go fishing, and on the other side
there's a petting zoo and some other stuff. Yeah,
there's all kinds of shit there to do, and it's cheap. It's not expensive at all. The food is good when if you want to eat there. We've gone and spent the whole day, and you look them up, Stanley Pond Adventure Farm. I'll push those people to every show I can, whenever they come up. I'll give them free advertisement because they're just great. Every time I talk to them when we went there, they were amazing, and it's really cool to see good people trying to do something nice for people. You know, so they're really cool. You guys go check them out. They do that for Halloween. Getting back on topic again, Eric, you're not here, and I'm going on a tangent for you.
Side note to that,
you have little things like that. There have been a few. I don't remember where this one was, but there was one kind of a corn maze. It was really just a kind of it was a maze, but it was like dirt and hay that they made this whole giant maze out of.
Right.
And Heather will remember where it is. I never do. But the object was you had to find these 14 horror characters, and it would be the Scarecrow, the Dracula, whatever.
Right.
You had a little checklist that you can check off. And as you were going around this damn maze, it was a lot of little pathways you can go down. And there would be a giant picture someone had drawn. And drawn very well.
Yeah.
There was some artistic talent behind that shit. it would be like on a big, not paper, but like on a canvas, kind of like and it would just be hanging there, like a thin, just like a tarp looking thing, right? And each one of them was in a corner here, and you could walk by it and miss it,
Right.
So you'd have to go back and look, and you'd have like people going, we have not seen this scarecrow, whatever, and someone would be like, I saw it like over here somewhere.
Yeah.
Then you go walking over that way to your right, and you're still not in the right area because there's all these twists and turns in there. And I don't remember where the hell that was, but it was really cool.
Yeah.
So I'll have to ask Heather about it. Maybe throw it in the show notes or something.
Long and Scott Farms does a corn maze where, because they grow the Zelwood sweet corn, which, by the way, is amazing.
Yes, it is.
This corn maze, right? The corn stalks are over your head, and so they give you this flag that you can take that's on this long stick because you will get lost. And then there's a map, and it from the sky you can tell it looks like it's a design, right?
Yes.
In the maze.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then you go in, and then you've got a sort of a map, but it's printed red, and you can buy these little glasses, right, that make it show up in case you get lost.
Yeah.
You go through you can be there, like, if you get lost, because you will. In the middle, there's a person on a big elevated like platform
Security thing.
so that when you pull your flag up, like, they can get you and come rescue you.
Yeah, they'll send somebody in to get you. They're all talking to each other on
And the corn is
radios.
tall enough and thick enough that you're not just going to like kind of cut through an area that's not been cut out for you to walk.
Yeah, it's not
you're
like the
just
movies.
You're not just going to be like, well, I'll just slip through here. Screw it, I'm lost. Like, let's just get out of it.
You know where the paths are, but there's so many different
Correct.
paths, similar to what I was just talking about. Yeah, we've been through that one. It was really cool.
That's awesome.
We did eventually find our way out of that one, but it was really funny because about we were literally walking in there, and it was hot. I remember that. Like, we went, and it was hot as hell because, Florida.
Yeah.
We were literally walking for maybe 4 minutes, and Noah was like, "Can I see that flag?" And I was like, "No, calm down, dude." He was just like, "We're lost. I'm done. Screw this." It's 98 fucking degrees outside.
Right.
Oh. So that was a lot of fun. There's a lot of little local things. I'm trying to rack my brain for some of the other ones, but if they pop in there, they'll pop in there later. But then you get into like the TV shows and the movies, and we can kind of do we can go back and forth with our own personal history, that kind of shit too. But like, if you remember, some we had growing up, there were Halloween specials, and a lot of the shows we watched would have a specific Halloween episode, right? And we can get into some of those too. But then, nowadays, you get the shit that I like. October, AMC is a horror movie every night.
Yep.
Every night. And if it wasn't for me trying to drug Noah so he can go to bed so I can watch him, I remember before Noah was born, I had a few years there where my kids were older and it didn't bother them, so I could just sit there and watch a horror movie every damn night, and I did. It was great. I've watched some really cool horror movies. I've watched some really shitty ones, and that'll be another topic that we get into.
Yep.
Some of the really bad ones. But yeah, how about you as far as the TV and all that other shit?
Yeah, I love when your regular show kind of does the Halloween episode, because it's usually them going to a Halloween party, and then you get to
where
see
you get the Hollywood production costumes that I was talking about earlier. Yeah.
One of the best recently is the Big Bang Theory, when they're going to go to a Halloween party and they're all deciding to dress like the Justice League.
Yes.
And it's
Flash.
Yeah, when Sheldon's the Flash, but I think it's Raj ends up being Aquaman. And he's like, Aquaman sucks. And he's got the riding the costume has the built-in seahorse.
Yeah.
And he's like, Aquaman sucks.
Yeah, it was amazing. Yeah, then.
And Aquaman traditionally did suck until Jason Momoa.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks. Then, yeah.
Penny was Wonder Woman.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
I like Kaylee. Sorry.
I can't remember. Leonard is what was Leonard? Green Lantern? No.
Maybe. I don't know. One of them was Green Lantern.
The guy on the show that Penny was dating was Superman.
The big guy, yeah.
Yeah. Sheldon is Flash.
Raj is Aquaman.
Raj is Aquaman. I can't remember what Leonard and Howard were.
I want to say one was Batman.
Yeah, and I think Howard was Green Lantern because the suit was like uncomfortably tight.
Yeah,
like all his pants in that.
I think you're right. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, it was close. But yeah, but that was a good one.
Yeah.
Like going back in the day, you had. I'm trying to think. All right. Well, to start it off with, I mean, it's not Christmas or not Christmas. Holy shit! I just turned into Walmart. I got Christmas stuff out already. It's not Halloween until you see the first ad for "It's the Great Pumpkin," Charlie Brown.
Yep.
Sorry. Listen, oh, dude, I will watch that every
awesome.
time. I love that movie. Yeah. And Noah, Peanuts cartoons, there was something in there that was missing. And I know it was older animation and shit. But when the movie came out not too long ago, you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
He really liked that. And then it got to a point where like he would read the books with me. And he will watch them, but kind of like in passing. Like he'll glance at it and not like us when we were growing up, we were like, "It's a Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown."
Because I think that because my kids have the same reaction, and I think it's everything that we watched looked like that. Mm-hmm. So it just looked like regular animation to us. Yeah. But now when things look like the Peanuts movie, which was like more of a 3D sort of computer animation, now the old stuff is like, ugh.
Yeah, and I get that. Not everything old is cool. A lot of it is, but. Yeah. To the kids nowadays, like,
and they don't
they still like the shit that we liked, but they don't like our version of it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep. They like, and they don't have the sentimental attachment to it either. They didn't grow up with it, so they're just looking at it like,
right.
Well, I watch 100 things a day that look better than that. So what am I into this for?
Speaking of 100 things a day, that was the other thing, because when you were, I don't know, you come home from school and you were watching your cartoon, whatever, and it would say, on Thursday night, it's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, only on NBC or whatever, right?
Yep.
I think it was NBC too. I got that right. Either way, NBC or CBS was one of the two of them. But you would get it and you'd be like, "Oh, mom, it's gonna come on Thursday. I gotta watch Thursday."
Yeah.
Because you weren't watching it again.
Right. It was not on again. Yeah.
So that was it.
You're waiting a whole year.
Yeah. When they said only on NBC, guess what? They meant that shit.
Yep. It was on a Thursday at 8. That's it.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't happening again.
So you watched it. You were fucked.
Yeah.
Then like VCRs came out. I was like, can we record it so I have it?
Yeah.
And I remember the first time I recorded a bunch of those things, like little Halloween stuff and then like little Christmas things, whatever. And then we would watch them for like a good couple of weeks after Halloween. And then like when Halloween came around again, we'd be like, where's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown? And we'd go find it and we'd watch it for like a week before Halloween because you first had that opportunity. Now kids are just like, no, I just looked at it. It's on my iPad like 2 minutes ago.
Right.
Whatever,
it's on YouTube whenever I want it.
It's none of that.
It's not special.
Yeah, it's none of that like urgency of I have to watch it now. So it's not special to them at all.
Yep.
I think he will watch it like this year just because he's kind of growing into that. No, all right, it's cool just to sit here and watch TV together.
Yeah.
Like last year he kind of watched half of the holiday specials that we watched. But that's my first one. As soon as that plays, I'm like, now it's game on. Like, I'm already into it because of horror movies and this and that. And I'm prepping because it's September and I'm an idiot. But after that, then it's like, the next big thing is The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. Yep. I'm trying to think. There was a couple other ones that would come out. But that was the main one. And then, like you said, there were holiday episodes. The old school shows used to do it, too. They'd have a Halloween party or whatever. Mm-hmm. Or Punky Brewster. Do you remember that one?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, where they did like the horror episode where like the kid was like eaten by the cave and shit. It was like demons were attacking him or whatever. It was weird.
Yeah,
it was really weird. But that was like I think that was first aired around Halloween. You know? Everybody had like their own Halloween centric shit. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So then, like I said, AMC does a lot of the horror movies that I love to watch. And then it's just prepping for Halloween, like. When do you put your decorations out?
We'll decorate sort of more of a fall sort of motif. Like we do a spring, we'll do a fall, and then my wife loves Christmas like your wife does. Like we have a crap ton of Christmas decorations. So those will come out as soon as we're done Thanksgiving. Like that next weekend, the Christmas stuff will start to go up.
Yeah, that's what we do.
And it stays up until like the 2nd. of January.
Yeah, mine will typically like about the within the first week of January.
So if the second were to fall like on a Tuesday, it'll make it up till that weekend.
Yep. Yeah.
Right. But like as soon as whatever weekend, the first weekend in January after the first and second, like that's when it's coming down.
Yeah.
So we'll do more of a fall. Like again, my kids aren't super into, and we as a family aren't into the ghoul stuff. So we've got some things that different relatives have sent us, little like the little ghost that wiggles when you talk and it changes colors. Like at first that sort of freaked Coleman out. I think he's better with it now. So little stuff like that will go up, but not a ton of like zombie whatever. Like no one in my family will sleep but me.
Yeah, we'll do like within the first week of October. I'll decorate the house, just because I don't want to completely irritate the hell out of my neighbors. And some of the stuff that I put out goes out on the lawn, so I don't want my grass never being cut. Right. So I got to time it right. So, but like the entire month of October, pretty much we'll have Halloween decorations out there. And like I said, typically because I've gotten rid of a lot of stuff that was breaking, it was older. Because as far as decorations went, we kept kind of pitching our money into Christmas. Now we are in the Halloween, like, I need stuff for Halloween. I got to get more stuff. And Noah pushes, so he'll like, we'll see stuff at the store. He'll be like, this would be cool. I'm like, yeah, your mother's going to kill me. Okay, get it. So we'll wind up like, I know for the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be coming home with like random shit. And Heather's just going to be like, what are you doing?
Right.
I don't know.
All right. So I don't want to take away from our candy discussion, but so this is not that. What do you buy to give away for trick or treating? Do you get the good stuff, or do you get like just sort of whatever random candy?
Heather will go out and buy it most of the time, and she will. Yeah, like she'll just buy like whatever's on, like not on sale, but like she'll just buy. Like she'll look for the good deal, whatever.
Yeah.
And then typically what'll happen is she'll buy a bag or so of candy or whatever, and then me being the Halloween nut, I see what she buys and I'm like, what are you doing?
Right.
So and she's like, it's
good.
Gonna be enough.
It's fine. Yeah.
I'm like, she's like, it's good. It's gonna be enough. A couple of lollipops or a lollipop and a piece of candy, whatever. And I'm like, shut up. And then I stop on my way home from work and I buy like 2 giant bags. And it's got like
the good stuff,
candy bars and shit like that in there, And then I don't like. I'll grab like 3 or 4 pieces of candy per kid and just like chuck them in there. So, and I go out there with like a giant friggin' bowl of candy, So
my wife will buy that generic bag of candy that has like it's mixed sort of crap, right? It's like Dum Dums and generic sort of random candies. Nothing in there's chocolate.
Right.
It's just random sort of hard candies and other things. And she's like, we're giving away for people should just be happy with the candy they get. And who cares? It's free. Right. Who are they to complain?
Right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Heather does the same thing. No wonder they get along so well.
Right. And then I'm like, babe, what are you doing? You're going to try to get our house egged? Like, we got to start giving away some better stuff.
Yeah. We got to be the house like, dude, they're giving away.
I want to be the house where people are like, dude, they're giving away the full-size bars.
That would be me. If I had my way. And at some point, like, granted, this year we are not going to be here. So I've literally got, like, a whole year to plan for next year. I'm going to have, like, stacks of full bars.
Yeah.
Just like when I'll go to Sam's Club, and just go buy them, like, a box at a time for, like, all of August and September, Yeah. Just to watch and be like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Shut up.
Right.
This is my holiday. You have Christmas.
The best time to buy candy is, like, the day after Valentine's Day and the day after Halloween.
Yeah.
Right, because it's all on sale.
Yeah. And I'm not going to say that sometimes there have not been like some candies from Valentine's Day in our Halloween candy that we've given out because my wife's just like, Noah's not eating this. Throw this in there.
Yeah.
I'm like, really? I'm like, there's a reason he's not eating it. Have you tasted it? It's chalk.
Yeah.
Anyway, that will go into. You're going to hear some of this shit again. I'm sorry, but this is it. But it bears repeating. It's fun. Yeah. So if you don't listen to this and you catch our candy episode, there's
gonna be a lot more to the candy episode in terms
we're going in deep on that one. There's I eat so much candy I should be a diabetic, but so I guess we'll manage to hit like an hour on this. Yeah, I know. I was shocked. I thought Everyone's like, oh, Heather had this conversation during the cruise, right? Because they talk about all the husbands, and they're like, talk about us recording our podcast, and someone was like, yeah, tell him he should keep the episodes down to about a half an hour to 45 minutes. And I was like, our podcast is fine. I said, see, the whole point of a podcast is the fact that you can pause it and come back to it. It's not terrestrial radio.
Right.
She's like, well, this is just what everybody's saying. So if everybody's saying that,
they must be. I said, my wife.
16 girls that you're hanging out with, that only one of them listens to our podcast.
Right.
You don't even listen to our podcast.
That are not into the stuff we're talking about. Therefore, they're never going to listen.
So then, just for fun, without bringing it to her attention, I went and I googled, how long should your podcast be? And for those of you who actually do listen to us, feel free to chime in and message us and let us know what you think. But because I told her, I'm like, if we have something to say, people are going to listen. Mm-hmm. And period. The people that are listening are going to listen no matter what. And then I googled it, and it was like, 45 minutes for, like, if you have a daily, right? If you have a weekly or bi-weekly, somewhere like an hour or two, a little more than that. And then it said most video game type podcasts, which essentially would fall into like our genre, right? Mm-hmm. The geek culture, are somewhere between 1 and 2 hours.
Yeah.
I'm like, see? So, and I didn't show her at all. I was just like, I'm not going to win that fight. I'll just leave it. I'll just let it go. But I'm going to make like Elsa. So yeah, that was that one. So if you guys do think that, you agree with my wife and we should shorten these podcasts, just hit pause, because when I'm talking, I'm not going to stop. Sorry. Hit pause, come back to it later. It's cool. You can listen to it in chunks. That's the whole concept of a podcast.
Right.
So now that we went off on another tangent and just complained about how long we're talking about on a long podcast, congratulations. You got anything else on this initial Halloween episode?
No, I think this is good. It was good talk about Halloween. I'm looking forward to candy, because I totally raid my kids' stuff when they're asleep.
Oh, so do I. Yeah. The dad tax.
Oh, yeah. By the way, have you ever seen the Jimmy Kimmel prank that he does every year?
I was about to go there with that too. We're gonna touch on that again on the Halloween. On the candy episode. Sorry, Noah just came in and said goodnight because, hey, you caught us right at the end of the podcast too. We're about to sign off. You want to say goodnight to everybody?
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
All right. Love you.
Love you.
Bye, buddy.
We were literally getting ready to sign off too. He caught us at the perfect time.
Turned off the stuff, I think.
Oh, you shut it off? I'll go look at it. Damn it! Yes, that was tonight. The space station was flying over, and
yeah.
Was it cool? Yeah. Noah's nodding his head. Yeah. So Noah saw the space station. Oh, come over here and tell me then.
What'd you tell you when I showed you what it looks like on the space station? What did you say you want to do?
Come here, in the microphone. Your mother does not podcast. Here.
I want to go on one.
You want to go on one? That'd be cool.
Noah just declared he's going to be an astronaut.
That's it. You heard it here first. All right, love you.
I want a new bedroom.
You want to do what?
Bedroom.
New bedroom?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Tell your mother. She's in charge of finances. All right, so that was weird. I read it like right before I got home too, or right before I left work, that the space station was going to be going overhead.
My wife mentioned it too. I have to look
yeah. Oh well, whatever. We missed it just for you guys. And then the other side note was
Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah, Jimmy Kimmel. Yeah, because Heather was talking about the. We have a heater in our bathroom because we had a leak, and they were coming to fix the drywall. And that looks like it's finally going to be fixed because they switched companies.
Oh wow!
Yes, because the other company couldn't get their asses out of their elbows, but our builder went back with a different company, GOL Construction. So there you go. I already gave them a great review online, so I'm going to rate them again here. These guys are great. GOL Construction. If you need any kind of shit done like that, give them a call in Central Florida. These guys are amazing.
Right.
They're courteous, professional, and they went like above and beyond.
Wow.
They set up like the heater in my bathroom, and they had like a blower in there to kind of blow out to dry it off. And because I had my AC leak, right?
Right.
Remember the guy was here Friday? I was drying out my carpet. this dude left 2 more of his blowers upstairs to dry out my carpet and the inside.
Oh, wow.
And then, yeah, he's like, I'm coming to pick up my stuff Wednesday anyway. Here, I'll leave it here for you to help you out.
Wow.
Because he was that kind of guy, you know. Takes care of his customers. So, there you go.
Nice.
GLO Construction. Back to Jimmy Kimmel. Literally right in my head.
Yeah.
I was thinking of that. And I'm like, that's going to come up on our candy episode, and it is again. So, yeah, go ahead. The Jimmy Kimmel.
So he started, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago. But what he does is he gets parents to record the reaction the day after Halloween, the next morning when kids want to dive into their candy stash, and gets parents to tell them that they ate it all.
Yes.
And they film the kids' reaction, and kids lose their shit.
Crying.
Yes.
Brokenhearted.
On the floor wailing.
Yeah. Could you do this shit? You could, couldn't you? See, I couldn't. And I'm an asshole. I consider myself like the asshole out of the
for a
three of
minute,
us.
but I would laugh and I would mess it up.
I couldn't do that. I'm
I
like,
would laugh.
why are you going to torture your kids like that? That's horrible. It's
But here's what happened. My kid would literally start crying, and then I would feel bad. And I was, I'm just kidding.
yeah. It is.
Yeah.
I guess I get the prank, but at the same time, I'm like, that's a horrible prank. It is. That's one of the ones I never agreed with. I hate that.
It's pretty good. Because, I mean, you tell them, look, no, we didn't. I mean, they don't really throw it away. You get the reaction, you send it in, then you tell them it's okay and give them the candy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I never liked that one.
Yeah.
Jimmy Kimmel, stop your shit. Quit torturing kids. Why is that okay? why is nobody like...
Because they get their candy
armed?
back.
Yeah,
they get
true.
their candy back. It's not real. Like,
Yeah, I know.
You didn't really eat it all.
I know.
Like,
it's
that
just-
would be mean.
I would just figure with like all the call-out culture nowadays that somebody would have called them out on that by this point. You know, like, why are you torturing kids? But
No, it's fine.
No, they like to torture kids too.
Kid
so
told
there you
truth
go.
fine. In that regard.
There you go.
In
That'll
that
be
regard,
used.
yeah.
That'll be used out of context later. That's a fucking soundbite and a half. Kid torture's fine.
Kid torture is fine.
Jesus. All right. On that note,
Now we're done.
before the cops and the FBI show up,
Right. I gotta go make my candy apples for Halloween. Give apple trick or treating.
I was wondering why you were at Lowe's getting a whole bunch of razor blades.
Right.
Jesus. Oh God, we're gonna make this rumor true. So, all right. So yeah, let us know what puts you in the Halloween spirit and some of your personal favorite Halloween traditions or things that you remember growing up, Halloween history, that kind of shit. Hit us up on www.whatifgeeks.com, whatifgeeks@gmail.com, Twitter, Instagram, all that happy shit. Facebook, we got a page there. Let us know what you think. I know we were a little discombobulated because we're typically used to like a third party chiming in here, so it seems
And Eric would have done
weird,
much.
right?
Eric would have done much more research on Halloween. Like he would have
yeah,
had it
yeah.
bulleted, and
And he would have pronounced it right.
He
too.
would have pronounced
Yeah,
it right.
asshole.
Right.
So there you go, Eric. That's what happens when you leave. We
right.
get all clusterfuck.
we mispronunciate stuff.
Yeah. All right, guys. Hit us up. And for the first one, happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Later.
See you.